Hello, hello. Hi, guys.
What's up?
Hey, Kirill.
Hey, hi.
Hi, hi, John.
Hey,
All
what's
good.
up?
How about you?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, all good, all good.
So many familiar faces. Good to see you guys. Hope everything is good on wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so as usual, we're gonna wait a few minutes to have everybody joining as well, maybe 3-4 minutes. In the meantime, if you have anything to tell us, any news, anything hot at the moment, don't talk about the Coinbase IPO. Everything else is fine.
I've heard enough of that. Mike, where are you based? You in New York?
No, I'm in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay. People I have never. Nice. We've got the full team from Super Renting. That's amazing. Okay. I guess some people have the camera off, right? I can't see Kirill or Santiago.
Hey, Santiago, good to have you.
Hi everyone, how are you?
So what's up in the DeFi world? Give us some news.
Hey guys, good evening everyone.
Hi.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, Michael.
Hey, Franklin. So Didi, what's going on with Miva? How's the token market cap
Hi,
going? Crazy amount. Last time I checked. Can't hear you. You're muted. I don't really know, but I think it's going well. So last time I checked, it was like 300 million in market cap or something like that. Yeah, I guess there is some way to calculate to, yeah, whatever. I mean, just a little bit was distributed. So of course, if you extrapolate it to fully diluted, then God knows what the number is. But right, yeah, right. Interesting. I think the streaming aspect got a lot of attention. They are streaming.
Yeah, I would love to see a lot more streaming airdrops happening in the future. Also, today you guys are changing the rate, right? Or today or yesterday, when was it you changed the rate of the flows? No, right now the flows are stopped, but I think there will be a next round. So those were rather quick rounds, the first two. So I'm promoting the idea of having a longer, maybe slower but longer flowing ones. We are experimenting. We'll see. Yeah, I think you should do like a 6-month stream, something like that. I also think so. Yeah. I'm trying to convince the team to do something like that. Because anyway, you can have challenges and whatever along the way. So there's so much flexibility that I think the whole logic is a bit different from an airdrop, because the airdrop is, you have to define the criteria and amounts, and then it happens, snapshot. But with an Airstream, you can actually build the journey along the way, and there's much more flexibility. Yeah, no, I think it's a really interesting thing. Like you got so much kind of design space there that you can explore, and different ways you can keep users engaged, right? Actually, Thomas also came up with the analogy of Tamagotchi. In a way, you could build an experience which is a bit similar to how the Tamagotchi worked. So if you don't,
So if you don't stream, your wallet becomes sad?
No, I mean, if there is no activity, however the activity is defined, then the stream may become sad and get slower or stop or something.
Yeah, I think, why not, right? I think that would be interesting. In the end, it's all about getting people to use your wallet. I mean, that's the point, I guess. So whatever you define as usage, I guess.
All right, guys.
So that's now the challenge here to actually define what our goals are, what the receivers of Minerva should do, etc. So we'll see.
Cool. All right, guys, I think we can clear off. Fran, if you please.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna share my screen.
So first of all, welcome everybody. We're extremely excited to talk to you again after like a month that we don't talk to each other. A lot has happened, so Francesco's gonna give us a quick overview. And again, we will have some time to get to know you and dive into it so that you can share your projects and share your ideas with us. And any feedback is more than welcome all the time. So Fran, stage is yours.
Yeah, so welcome everybody to the community call. Mike, feito. Okay, so welcome to the community call, guys. Today we are going to discuss a few things. So obviously it's been a couple of weeks now, but we want to talk about the launch. So as you guys know, we've launched on XDAI and Polygon. I think quite a few of you have already experienced using streaming with real money, right? And we also have our NFT auction, which maybe Mike can show us. And after that, we just love to talk to you guys about what you've been building. There we have, I think, all the free teams from NFT Hacks, all the free teams who won a prize from us at NFT Hacks who are here, and I'd love to kind of give you some time to showcase what you've built. And then after that, just discuss freely whatever you guys want. So Mike, would you like to maybe share your screen and show how the auction is going at the moment?
Sure, more than happy to do that. So for those of you who doesn't know, we have been running an auction where we wanted to celebrate the launch of Superfluid. So let me just try to share my screen quickly and bring you there. So yeah, there you go. So do you guys see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we launched a Superfluid streaming auction in the sense that to celebrate the community deployment on XDAI and Matic, which is now called Polygon, we created, actually we asked a lot of artists in the crypto space to create NFTs for us to celebrate the community deployment. In order to auction the NFTs, instead of doing it on OpenSea or as a normal auction, we created a streaming auction which works factoring in the time. So all these NFTs are actually available for auction on our platform, on our dashboard on app.superfluid.finance. And the way it works is basically by streaming, you bid you basically compete for leadership, like a capture the flag in Call of Duty games. So the higher you bid, if you have the highest stream in terms of value, so the highest ether per hour value, you are the leader, and the leader is basically winning time, is accumulating time. You need to accumulate 32 hours as the leader to win the auction. So in this auction, which is right now live at the moment, you can see that we have a lot of participants. At the moment, this one here is the one with the highest bid. You can see it with this little symbol here. So this is the highest bid at the moment in Ether X per hour, and he's accumulating time. Now, if everything goes well and no one bids more than him, he will keep streaming for these 29 hours left, and then he will capture and win the NFT. If someone bids more, his timer will stop where it is at the moment of the new bid, and the new bidder, which is the highest bidder, will start accumulating time. So at the moment, it seems like, you know, if this account actually streams a very high amount in terms of bid, he might be able to capture the remaining time. But it's kind of fairer because there is no way for anybody to say steal the NFT at the last minute. So this is entirely working on Superfluid, and it would be cool to, if anybody participated, it would be cool to like hear your experience. But the overall idea was just to celebrate the launch of the protocol on mainnets on XDAI and Polygon, and at the same time give the community some great NFTs. All the proceeds we are receiving from this auction will be distributed as bounties and prizes to fund open source software development for real-time finance on Superfluid and Web3. So it's really a from the community to the community exercise. And it's also an experiment in a way, because we didn't know how the auction will play out. So far, it has been playing very well, and we have got a lot of interest. You can see here that there is quite a bit of a war between some addresses to conquer the NFT. So actually someone just placed a bid while I was speaking. So now we have a new leader, which is this address here. Well, where is it? Just started. Okay, so it's this address now who is leading and is accumulating time. So starting from the very first 32 hours. So we want to see more and see if this works out, but it's great to have, you know, have it out as an experiment, and we will probably build more experiments going forward. So yeah, it would be cool to hear what you think about it and if you participated.
I'm going to launch a poll about this. So first, let's see who's already used Superfluid on mainnet. So I'll launch the poll now. Let's see.
So people have to select XDAI mainnet or XDAI Polygon. Is not multi-choice.
Yeah, the one you use the most.
Okay, the most. Okay.
Yeah, I think only kind of very few of us have probably used both of them, but curious to see.
Well, nice. Looks like we have got quite a lot of activity on Polygon or testnets. Only 3 didn't use it, so kudos to you guys. Thanks for trying it out. Now you have a lot of suggestions to give us to improve it.
Yeah, and interesting. Who are the 2 people on XDAI? I guess it's probably Didi and Thomas. Interesting. Nobody else has used XDAI yet. Interesting. Okay, wait. Oh, share results so everybody can see. There you go. So as you can see, a lot of people have used it still on testnet, and for you guys, really try it out. I mean, it's interesting. You know, try the auction. I think it's there to give everybody a chance to use Superfluid, even if it's maybe okay. So we're launching an auction every Monday, right? So there's one starting next Monday, and then one more, the last one on the Monday after that. So if you get in early, you really don't need much money, and you can just put a bid in, you get the money back, but at least you kind of tried it, right? And the gas fees are super low on Polygon, so you don't have to worry about that. And actually, when you bridge funds from mainnet through the bridge, they give you some Matic to pay for gas. So try it out, really, it's worth it. And now let's see who's actually tried the auction. How do I choose? Okay, let's see who's tried the auction, so you don't have to tell us. I'm pretty sure that bid we just saw is from someone in the call. Probably not going to tell us who.
That's nice. Okay, so 9 of you, we don't know who, 10 of you are saying that they will try it. So I'm going to expect 10 more participants to join the auction. That's going to be fun because, you know, since every single participant needs to conquer 32 hours cumulated time, that means that if everyone is really serious about wanting to win the NFT, the auction can last for a very long time. So this is something that we are trying to experiment as well, because, you know, if I do like 29 hours and then someone outbids me and they just keep being the highest bidder, then it means that it will run maybe for days or weeks. So, you know, we'll see where this goes. The previous 2 auctions were ended within 3 days. So this one is started yesterday, and we'll see how long it goes. It might even overlap with the next auction coming on Monday. So, you know, let's give the experiment up and see where this goes. But yeah, excited to hear that you guys want to try it out.
Right, amazing. And let's maybe go on to the next point. So we had NFT Hacks a few weeks ago. It was an amazing experience. I think I was also participating. Nuno was also participating, and I see a lot of people here that were there as well. So let's see who would like to go first. I see Paulo, maybe you guys from Super Renting NFT. Would you like to go first?
Okay. Do you hear me?
Go for it.
Okay. So super renting is an idea I had several months ago, and I think your platform fits very well. But the development was good. So there's some issues that I'm sure that if I have some time with you and your team, we can solve. But for my idea, I need Superfluid to be deployed in mainnet. I know you are not going to do it, but think that when you are going to rent something, maybe you have two options. Maybe it's a cheap thing. So Matic, XDAI, for renting cheap NFTs is very cool. But the value right now is in Ethereum, in mainnet. People with a lot of money is in Ethereum. So if you want to rent some game item that I'm seeing items in Counter-Strike that are valued in $100,000. People are paying $100,000 for a machine gun for Counter-Strike. So investors, my idea is let investors to invest in games items. Investors are going to go to the network where the value is. Right. So maybe to continue working in this with your product, we need to see if we can try it in mainnet. Also, are people telling me in Binance, because they are planning, I'm not agree, I don't agree, but they are planning that Binance can have a lot of hype in NFTs. So, but the experience was good. The development is not very difficult. I remember it took me 1 week. Yes, there's a lot of gas improvement, but it's just a matter of talking with you and see what we can do. And super renting right now, I'm willing to see what your next steps. To think if I can integrate in another idea, or if you are going to go to mainnet, sure, I can use it.
Yeah. Cool. And just for everyone who hasn't checked out their hack, basically it allows anybody to put an NFT for rent, and then to rent the NFT by simply sending a stream to the token address, specifying which NFT you wanted to rent. And then when you close the stream, the NFT goes immediately back to the contract, right? So it's got this really neat feature where you don't have to kind of transfer the NFT, and it just kind of moves with the stream. So yeah, that was really cool. Thanks, Jorge. And yeah, I mean, I don't know about Binance, but I also don't know about mainnet. Let's see how it goes. I think Binance is going to explode. Like, I've been reading people complaining about the graph not being able to index blocks anymore because they're too fast and they're too heavy. So I don't know.
I agree completely, but there's a lot of hype. It's amazing. People say, "Hey, are you in Binance?" No. But I don't know. There's a lot of hype this week in Binance. I agree with you. It's going to explode. I don't know if 2 months, 3 months, or the next year. But it's 10 nodes mining a blockchain network. I don't know. It has not much sense.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. All right, thanks. And let's see who could go next. Maybe Mike, would you like to run through Drip, and even maybe if you want to show a demo or something?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get set up here. I think I have it set up. Let me see if I can run the demo. I don't think the live demo ever made it into our
No, it was always the video, right? It was the video
Yeah, it's
recording.
like a very short thing, but yeah, so let me see if I can explain what's happening here. So the project was the tradable cash flows, where each NFT represented a I guess like an affiliate, the income from an affiliate link. So if you sign up, a couple of affiliates, you're entitled to 20% or 10% of whatever they pay as a subscription. So that's what you have here, which is like, the use case for the Uni Whales guys was, there's essentially a corporate account. And this is essentially the owner of my super app. And the super app is sending the income from, I believe it's 2 subscribers. So, here's the first subscriber. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So here's where the first subscriber joined. And with the split, it was a little hard to get the fractions correct because it had to be specified as a rate. But basically it's an 80-20 split. So here's, 80% of a $100 a month stream. And then someone else subscribes and you see it's been edited. So now it's twice as much as it was before. So this is essentially the, revenue coming in from 2 subscribers. And those 2 subscriber accounts are the ones you see here. So we have Alice and Carol. So if you look at what it looks like to be someone who's subscribing to the app, basically it's targeting $100 a month as a rate. And, you see essentially you just start the stream to the app. So the way that the experience is, you just basically do send and then put in the address, specify what currency, and then you can specify how much. And then once you start streaming this, actually, yeah, I think that's how I'll handle it. I forget exactly how to start the stream. I think it might be a little different, but I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, that's like what it looks like to subscribe. As far as being the influencer goes, so I sort of have, it's in kind of a weird state, but originally the influencer mints this token. I don't have Remix set up, so I can't really show that. But originally the influencer mints this token. I'll just show you what the transaction log looks like here, and I'll explain the story. So they mint this token, and it has a very short history. What they do is they start receiving. Here's the 20%, $20. So that's the 20% of one subscription, and then here's an additional subscription. So their monthly rate goes to $40. And now after a certain amount of time, the stream gets canceled. And the reason it gets canceled is because the influencer would have, sold their NFT, right? So this is actually an NFT, not an ERC20 token. It just shows up here. So what it did is it sold it to this other account I have. So it's sold to Emma, in this case, the receiver of the thing. I don't know. I didn't get so far my demo, but this should be right. Yeah, right. So when you trade the NFT, you see that the stream starts receiving. This happened at the same time. So what I'll show you is basically if I pass back the NFT. Can I do that? Let me just see if I have. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. Right? I'm not going to do the transfer again because I think I have to go into the Remix and call transfer from there.
You can, yeah, it's a bit tricky to do it through MetaMask. It always fails when I try it.
Yeah, I don't think it's set up to do a proper ERC 721 transfer. But yeah, anyway, that's basically what you have going on. When you trade this NFT, the Whaler NFT, which I don't, do I have it set up? Yeah, so I'm on Rinkeby, so you can sort of see here is the NFT. And yeah, so here's what the transaction hash looks like. So So there's a lot that goes on in here, right? You have agreement updated, agreement state updated, flow updated, agreement updated, blah, 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 blah. But somewhere in here at the end, towards the end of it, that is the transfer token ID number 1. So this transfer happens. Oh, here it is, right? So it does get passed around, right? It comes from this address here, which at one point had it for a very short period of time. So yeah, wherever this NFT, like if you just have this and call transfer from, like in OpenSea, part of the transfer from will actually just update the stream. So it doesn't really matter where you call transfer from. Ideally, it would just be a MetaMask and it would work, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that you guys managed to pull this off in 2 days, to be honest. Like it's so cool to see this work out. Like,
yeah, I mean, the example was pretty, the tradable cash flows example was pretty comprehensive. And then I think we probably together spent, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours on calls trying to sort stuff out.
I don't think that was very helpful.
I did everything on Rinkeby. And I think it would be cool to get an API key so I can do it on mainnet. So I'm still waiting on that. But maybe
we can
it's
give
okay
it,
though. I have plenty of other things. You're busy.
Yeah, sure. We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, guys.
Yeah, but it's super cool. So for anyone who wasn't following the rewards, so obviously NFT Hack was one of the top 10 projects selected as a finalist for NFT Hack. So Drip was one of the projects. And basically what Drip does is you can create these referral links. So you can refer people to sign up to your business or your service or whatever it is. And then basically if people sign up for that link, they get 20% of the stream, but they get it in an NFT, right? So that's what Mike was showing, that when the influencer gets this NFT, they can either keep receiving those $40 per month, or they can sell the NFT and just get cash, right? So it's a really, really kind of new idea. I think it's going to be very interesting to see where you guys take it from here.
I was just going to see if I had like because there is like a registration that you have to go through, but I think I may have cleared it out of my, yeah, I think it's cleared out of here, but anyway, yeah, I'll stop my screen share. Yeah, thanks. Anything else? Any other questions or anything?
When mainnet?
Give me my API key. Give me my API key. I could turn around those comments you guys left me in like a couple hours. So whenever we get the API key, we'll do one mainnet. I want to do it. Like I want this running, right? Like I do. I just want to pump my Unioil bags. That's really what I want to do.
Let's talk about it.
No, I think the potential is very high, because the idea that you can monetize your referrals is very powerful, especially if you follow what happened, with YouTube and the Patreon, and the whole creators economy has just been booming. Yeah. And now you can make a sustainable income just by being a creator, being it art with NFTs, being it YouTuber, or even streaming on Twitch, or playing these games where they have these machine guns that are 100K worth in the market. So I think Drip has extremely high potential, especially because you can basically get an advance on your future income by selling the NFT on the market immediately. And it makes it basically permissionless and fully decentralized, and there is no middleman. So give such a powerful tool to the kind of creators and referral marketers, and it's gonna just skyrocket. So I'm super confident about this project. I can't wait for it to be live.
Yeah, great. Me either. I think it'll be awesome.
Nice, very, very cool stuff, Mark. I think next maybe Milena or Alex. I don't know which one of you guys would like to present non-zone.
Hey guys, I'm calling you from the darkness because lights went off, but I think I can share my screen. So anyway, this our first call with the super community. So this is Alex and the founder of NodeZone, and we have also Milena, and she's my co-founder and our tech lead. So now I will try to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
All right. 1 second, let me see. Can you see me moving across the slides? Okay, great. All right, so this is NodeZone, and we're building a global map of stories for experiential traveling in everyday places. Well, first of all, it's one of the first mobile dApps in the space, and is natively built on Polygon. So what we do is basically to approach the let's say experiential traveling, as you know, we all travel for different reasons, but usually when we get, let's say, a traveling package, we end up receiving the same old thing. So we allow, we designed the model for letting anyone travel by experience, not by location. And we leverage on the power of NFTs. We use a composable NFT where stories are the parent NFT, and every interaction that the story receives is an NFT itself. That is basically the way where the Superfluid integration will kick in, but I will tell you some later. About the stories themselves. Basically, every story can be pinned on the map, and whenever it receives the first interaction, the first stream opens up, and creators receive a continuous flow. And again, it's a sort of gateway to the metaverse, because we use a geolocation system to add this sort of additional layer to the common maps that we would have on Google Maps or something like this. We mainly address the traveling industry, as we said, so it's alternative tourism in a certain way, especially we will focus on Europe for the launch. You may think to other products like TripAdvisor, where you can find, let's say, the most common, most popular places in everywhere you travel, but with a sort of soul, because stories themselves are a personal experience, and they can be either fiction or a memory that you have connected to that place and everybody else will be able to find later on. Of course, you know, in these times it's very hard to travel. So what we do is allowing remote interactions. And we use our own native token for that. That is actually one of the first location-based tokens in the space. And you know, it's called Space as well. And it allows to basically move anywhere in the world, reading stories, for example, in Japan, while you are, I don't know, in France. And it gives you the possibility to have what we call meaningful interactions. So you can leave trace of your passage, whether locally or by remote. Is at any level profit sharing marketplace. It allows on one side the creators to add their own stories, their own vision about the place, their own snapshot, and in general to leave this message in the bottle for anyone else that will pass by the same spot anytime in the future. And to travelers to basically interact with these stories in a constructive, active way for less than the price of a coffee for interaction. And also we have a strategy for letting them monetize their own interactions, as they are NFTs, based on the value that they add to the location itself. Our partners, well, obviously we use Superfluid. It allows us to open this continuous flow stream towards stories anytime they receive interaction. So based on, let's say, the interaction rate, the value that the stories have in the entire non-zone map, they will receive a continuous flow in space, our native token, and this a native super token, and is built natively on Polygon. So any minting NFT itself is extremely cheap, and it allows basically everyone to have a nice visualization of the NFTs themselves, to track them and so on. And we use decentralized storage textile for having a direct gateway to IPFS. Well, this is well, I've been told it's a weird model because it starts from the left. You can see how users can easily just access the map, interact with the story. The story in itself is an NFT. And any type of paid interaction goes directly to the creators at 90%, and then to everyone who is part of the non-zone shareholders. So it's a multi-sig contract, and any type of investor or a third party and our own team will receive a 10% share on the story. So it's, let's say, in general, is a native, a crypto native profit sharing model. So we share profit with the community, and we don't charge anything that is not relevant to them. Well, these are your lovely founders. This is me. I've been in the crypto sphere for about 5 years. I've done a few things before, and mostly focused on the tokenomics and experience design in general. And Milena, she's also been in blockchain space for a while, and she's been a great, let's say, stimulus for our tech to really go towards and get ready to production. We plan to release our token as a H-space, which is like hack space, is a beta idea that we had during the NFT hack. It will be released in only 500 units, so it has a very limited supply, and this for opening this, let's say, tentative 20 streams for 20 most valuable creators, or at least the first ones that will receive the first 20 interactions. For starting to spread on the map, we will launch different contests and virtual tours in different locations. And we will start, obviously, from Europe. That is one of the main key points for experiential traveling, or historical traveling, storytelling, and more experiential tourism in general, and also because we are in Europe, so yeah, it's a little bit easier to access. This is not very relevant to us, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed our presentation, and yeah, I'm very glad to be in this community. So if you like the project, feel free to reach out, ask any questions, feedback, and so on. So
very cool
thank
stuff.
you, guys. 1 second.
Is it on the Android Play Store?
No, not yet. We plan to have this beta release in a couple of weeks, but it will probably be just on test fairy, just for our first 100 beta testers.
Okay, got it. Nice. So we already have 2 mobile apps in the family. Obviously, you guys and Minerva as well. So that's very cool. I think it's quite unique, right? In the crypto space, you don't have many native mobile apps with wallets, except for wallets. Yeah, I guess Minerva is a wallet, so it's a bit different. How?
Yeah, it's as an user app, app for mobile. It was a tragic experience. I mean, like Milena had to invent strategies because we didn't have any reference. We couldn't find anything online, even the open source space. So I guess, at least publicly, we are going to be the first mobile app for end users in like history of blockchain. So it's
how does that work?
Challenging thing, but also pretty nice.
So do you have your own wallet infrastructure? Does the user need to put a private key in the mobile app?
Well, at the moment, yes. But Milena, maybe you want to add something on this?
Yeah, well, ideally what we would like to do is to, like, since MetaMask has a mobile app now, it should be possible to create a bridge between MetaMask and any mobile app. So ideally, this is what we would love to do. For now, we generate the user wallet, and yeah, when on registration, we just generate a wallet and store it.
Got it. Got it.
Maybe just jumping in, maybe you want to connect to Minerva wallet instead of MetaMask.
Yeah, that sounds sounds good.
Yeah, Minerva wallet is really cool. Actually, Thomas or Didi, do you guys want to show something? So for those who don't know, like Didi was the person who kind of invented native super tokens, made the script, launched it, and then they did Airstream, right? So how many people were you streaming to, Didi? You're muted.
Sorry, I'm always double muted. The first time I think about 1,000 and the second about 800 or so. Thomas, do you remember?
So you opened 1,800 streams.
I think in the beginning it was like 1,050. Then he closed something like 500 and something, but opened another part, which were again in total I think 950 streams. So in total, probably 1,500 or even more streams were in total going to different kind of wallets.
That's so cool. Did you do it through the dashboard? Like, does our dashboard support 1,500 streams?
I don't know. No, I scripted it. I used the batch call. It was very handy.
Oh, nice. Nice. Congrats on being able to use that. All right. Well, next, I'd like to invite Santiago. So Santiago is actually showing us a hack, which is a bit older. It's from ETH, but he's completed it since then. And I think it's going live. So Santiago, if the stage is yours.
All right, guys. While we wait for Santiago, I just wanted to thank you for this opportunity to enter the community. And yeah, we will definitely reach out to Thomas later on. So thank you guys for the stage, and have fun with the rest of the presentation.
Santiago.
All right, yeah, I'm here.
Hey.
Okay, so just let me share my screen. Oh. All right, can you see it now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, this idea started at Denver in February. So my project was to basically integrate Superfluid into DAOHaus or Moloch DAOs. So right now I would have like I'm finishing like the first stable version of Superfluid Minion in order to allow DAOs to stream any ERC20 token to a recipient. So as you can see here you can see the DAO's UI or the DAOHaus UI. So you can go to, if you have your DAO, you will be able to go to Boost, and you can give more superpowers to your, or extra functionality to your DAO. So for example, you will be able to deploy a Superfluid Minion in here. You will be able to select either if you wanted to create a constant flow agreement minion or an instant distribution agreement minion. You can give it a name, and then you can basically deploy a new one for your DAO.
So a minion is like how does that relate to the DAO? Is it like a separate contract that handles interactions, or?
Yeah, it's a separate contract that allows you to execute a arbitrary contract code. Yeah, in this case, it will be like to execute Superfluid agreements. So once it's deployed, you can go to settings in here, and you can see here that at the top right, you can see like different minions that have been deployed. I already deployed this one called CFA Minion. This is the new minion that I just deployed in here. So if I go to the settings of the one that I already deployed before, You can see here token balances of the Minion, the super token balances, and the streams that have been created so far. So for example, here I just streamed some tokens to me on the rate of 10 FDAI per month. And this is the amount of FDAI that has been streamed so far. Any member can, well, you can have like different options like canceling the streams that are active. You can also withdraw these the super tokens. That means that basically the super tokens will be downgraded and the outstanding balance will be sent back to the DAO. You will be able also to open up the active streams and see how it's the current state by using the Superfluid UI. This takes a while.
Is this on the right network? Yeah, Ringby. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is this is an active stream.
Wait. So this, wait, stop. That's the first DAO opened Superfluid stream.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Also, the Minion also has support for streaming any kind of token. So, for example, here I created a stream to send some ANT tokens or from Aragon tokens to where this is on my other account. So, for example, this stream I just stopped that yesterday. So this was the total amount of tokens that were streamed before canceling. So yeah, well, so how you can create streams through a DAO? So basically, you need to go to proposals and creating a new proposal called Superfluid, where you'll be able to select one of the minions that you have deployed. In this case, I'm going to select the one that I've already deployed before, or maybe I can create a stream with a new one. For example, I'm going to stream some ANT. A description, the recipient, it can be either any address or a member of the DAO. In this case, I'm gonna send it to an arbitrary address in here. You can select the tokens that are registered in the guild bank or the DAO bank. In this case, there are two tokens called one is FDAI and another ANT. Gonna stream, like I'm gonna request to the DAO that I'm gonna request 20 ANT in order to fund the Superfluid Minion, and then I'm gonna stream 20 ANTs per month, 20 ANT per month, or maybe, for example, I can stream only 10 ANT per month to this recipient. So there will be a total of 22 months. This stream will be active for 2 months in order to, they will be consuming like this entire 20 ANTs. You can see here like what will be like the rate per second. And once you click on submit, the proposal will be sent to the DAO, and yeah, it's just confirmed. And then this one will, and well, someone will need to come here and sponsor this proposal first.
What system is this? Which DAO system?
This one, it's the DAOHaus.
Ah, DAOHaus. Okay.
It's about Moloch-based DAOs. All right. So once it's someone sponsored this proposal, yeah, it starts like this is like a voting mechanism that first it's goes into a queue, and then we need to wait for the voting period to start. Then people will be able to vote on this proposal. And then we go through a grace period, and once it passes, we will be able to execute or start the streaming here. Well, one thing that is important in the UI, you can see here, for example, that in this proposal corresponds to a superfluid minion, and that this one will execute a constant flow agreement with a 10 FDI per month, or ANT per month, sorry, and is requesting only 20 ANTs to fund the minion. And the stream will be redirected to this account. In this case, will be like myself.
So the tokens are wrapped when the vote goes through, I guess.
Converted into a super token.
Yeah.
That will be wrapped when the proposal is passed and is executed. Right.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna vote yes on this proposal. This is gonna take a while, so I'm just recorded a video here. Let me show you. Just gonna change my screen sharing here. All right, so right now, are you able to see like this video that I'm showing you?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay. So I just recorded because we will need to wait like 5 or 6 minutes for the voting period to end. So basically, as you can see here, I just voted on this proposal, and then it passed. All right. Yeah, and once it passed, this process button will be available for a member to execute it. So once these transactions is committed to the blockchain, the stream will start. Yeah, so that was like the stream that I started for this video. Yeah, and the stream is active, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's basically all that I wanted to share it with you today. Yeah, next steps for this one, it would be like we need to go through a smart contract review, and the next stage will be like to integrate the instant distribution agreement into the Superfluid minion. So DAOs will be able to do like an airdrops, like using will be like, yeah, people or DAO members will be able to create proposals to do airdrops to, for example, other DAO members, and do something like if you could like you can do with apps like Disperse app, but with Superfluid instant distribution agreements.
Yeah, that's
yep.
really cool, Santiago. Let's definitely schedule some time, and let's see how you wrote the contract. There's a few things I'm really curious to see how you managed to do them. So
yeah, yeah, sure. All right.
Very cool stuff. Actually, Didi, are you guys planning a Minerva DAO at some point? Is that something you could use this for?
Yeah, probably. Looks interesting.
Yeah, I was mute. I just wanted to say that you got Santiago, you are the first one actually publicly said IDA out loud with confidence. So I really want to see see what's going on with your contract. I would like to review the code for sure.
But yeah, definitely interested.
Yeah, I think Moloch DAOs are maybe kind of a bit opinionated sometimes. Not maybe kind of the most standard framework, but I think they're very interesting. All right. Well, that was all kind of on the agenda. Apart from this, on our side, we can say that we are glad to say we've partnered with EPNS, so the Ethereum push notification service. It's an amazing application that basically sends you push notifications on your phone based on certain things that you subscribe to. So, for example, it could be token transfers, it could be streams that you open, right? It could be a proposal in your Moloch DAO, and you basically get a notification on your phone. So we're very excited to partner with them and looking forward to see what we can do together. We've also partnered with Roji, which is an asset tokenization platform. So going forward, I'm looking forward to see them build some very interesting things that unfortunately I can't talk about using streams. And of course, Minerva. So Minerva is this amazing Android wallet that has a native super token as their community token. And it's probably one of the only mobile wallets that supports natively XDAI. So you can use it with the Superfluid dashboard and Honeyswap and all the other cool stuff that's happening on XDAI at the moment. That's it from us, from the agenda. So let's just move into Q&A. If anybody has anything else to show, feel free to take the stage and share your screen, or we can just chat.
Guys, I need to jump off. I have another meeting now, but thank you very much for this first super community call. And yeah, I look forward to connect with all of you in the next days, weeks, and so on. So thank you very much, and thank you for listening to Noon Zone. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Hey guys, if you are interested to see the super renting, I posted a YouTube link that you can see a demo, the one that we used on NFT Hacks, so you can see them.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see if we can deploy, see if we can convince Jorge to deploy that to Polygon instead of mainnet and actually use it live. I think there's like, you're underestimating Polygon. You know, they've got $500 million in liquidity already since Aave deployed. It's been insane.
Yeah, it's a little bit I don't know, challenge, because the point George says it's very important because we know that everyone is building on top of Ethereum, but yeah, there is a lot of things that we need to do, and I guess we can just do this first step, and then we progress, and the projects will be growing. I don't know. I guess we need to just try it out.
All right, guys. Does anybody have any other questions? Anything you'd like to know? Any questions for us?
Hi guys, my name is Darnell. This is my first meeting with you guys, so I appreciate you guys inviting me. Just pretty cool stuff. I think I'm able to keep up with most of it. But I guess my question goes back to your NFT project. I see that you guys have run a stream from the NFT that we're kind of like participating in, right, at the same time. Is that correct? Is it current, or is it ending sometime soon?
Are you talking about the auction, or are you talking about some of the projects that are using NFTs to redirect streams?
Well, I see the auction, right? That was my first question. Is that ending anytime soon? And then I guess my dovetail from that was the projects that are using that. The auction was also to give back to the community, right, for their projects. Is that did I get that correct? Understand that?
Yeah. So we can't really know when the auction is gonna end. We have done 5 auctions so far. We have got 2 of them that are finished, and then we have this one which is running right now. Then the next one is going to open on Monday, and then the following Monday. So there's 5. We're at the number 3. We don't know when it's going to end, because if people keep bidding more and more, the time will start resetting at 32 hours for each of them. So it might go on indefinitely. And so we'll need to wait until someone puts a high bid enough that nobody else bids above them to actually win 32 hours and then close the auction and get the NFT. At the same time, we are collecting those proceeds and we are securing them in a separate account, which will be used to fund projects in the community. And so the way we're going to do that is not yet published, but we want to make it fair. And we want to make sure that we use the funds to give back to the community indeed, so that we are doing that with hackathons already. So, if you go to Scaling Ethereum starting tomorrow, we're going to have bounties there for you guys to get. In fact, some people here received bounties as well from NFT Hack or previous hackathons like ETH Global or ETH Denver or ETH Online. So we'll publish a way that we will use the funds for and how we're gonna give back to the community with that funds. Yeah. Not sure if this answered your questions, but does it?
No, you did. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Any other questions? Anyone who wants to share any news or anything with the community?
If I may, again, I just have one more thing I may want to add. So I see you guys partner with EPNS as well. They just have a new push token. Are you guys on the whitelist for that as well with that partnership?
So what we're doing with EPNS is basically they allow notifications to come fairly anonymously to your app instead of to your email or to your Discord, so that you can get notified about events happening on the Ethereum blockchain via their app. The partnership is finalized for allowing notifications about streams and what's happening with streams via EPNS application. So we expect to be able to be among the first ones to have the functionality on our systems, but we don't have a clear deadline or timeline because the team is just about to share with the initial users. Like, I think they partner with Uniswap as well, but we don't have any whitelisting, or we are not going to list their token at the moment until they give us instructions about what their plans are. I also think their token is on mainnet for now. So if it's the case, we're not live on mainnet, so we can't do it yet, but we'll keep you posted. So if you want to know about all those things, the best way is to follow us on Twitter at Superfluid HQ. And then we'll definitely let you know there when these things become available.
Okay, great.
Cool. Anyone else? Any questions? We know we are getting beyond time, so if you guys need to leave, well, it was a pleasure to have you. If you want to stay a bit more and ask questions, please feel free to do so. We always like to chat with you. Is there any news coming for Mayor? Go for it.
Hey, how's it going, Mike? Hey. I just have a quick little tiny piece of feedback. I didn't find much wrong with it, don't worry. On the UI, the input for the address when you're sending payments, it has like an autofill with like your home address and everything, at least in my browser. Maybe you could like disable autofill there, because like when people are like recording screens or sharing screens, it's gonna like, and this happens on a lot of crypto websites, but it's gonna show like all of the home addresses that you use that are saved in your browser. So that's like the only feedback I can give you guys, but yeah, very, very good stuff.
Cool, thanks for letting us know. So basically, we'll try to see if it's something we can disable, or if it's like some plugin that does it automatically on your browser. But yeah, we'll definitely want to disable that and make sure that we actually are improving how we handle addresses. So, if you have a space in the address at the beginning or the end, we want to trim it. If you have, the different kind of sophisticated ways to deal with Ethereum addresses, we will want to improve it. So thanks for sharing. If anybody here has more of these suggestions, please let us know, because we need to know in order to improve them. So thanks again. That's valuable. Anything else? I don't know. Do you guys from Miva want to tell us any news? What's coming? What's next? Thomas?
Oh, let's say, well, who actually, or it's a little hard to find out quick. So basically, just a couple of words. Miva is the mentioned streaming token, and I share my screen. Just a moment. So we actually were a little bit overwhelmed with the interest in Miva, and I think you should see my screen now, right?
Yes, we do.
So this is the screen from HoneySwap, and basically we started the Airstream, and then there was a little bit of kind of liquidity, a couple of $100 on the exchange, and people went completely crazy about the token, and it's like, I think yesterday I tweeted something like we were #1 in the money you can make based on liquidity, because we have really low liquidity on the exchange, but people were trading it like 10 times the liquidity or even more, or 15 times the liquidity. So it was like kind of pumping over and over, and they pumped it up almost to 60 cents, the token, and it's now fairly stable around 40 cents. We kind of issued 1 million streaming tokens with a total supply of 1 billion. So there is very little circulating supply right now of that token on the markets. And in parallel, we are intensively working on the app to get out the next release for the Play Store. So it's a fine line of balance, because you need to get more circulating supply. You are not supposed to kind of have a big dump on the price. You should increase liquidity. You should develop the product to move forward. So it's an interesting kind of balance you have to make for all those decisions in the background for if you have the token involved. So if you're just making an app, it's simple, but if you're involving a utility token which is connected to the app, it's kind of a completely different game, especially if people like it.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad to see the first native super token to be with this high demand on Polygon. So congrats for getting there. We're gonna follow the Miva story and the Minerva wallet project closely to see where it evolves into. And I'm sad because I have an iPhone, so I can't use your app. So I'll try to upgrade to Android and try to use it. But yeah, everyone is saying that is working really well. So congrats for getting there.
Let's put it this way: if you would have participated in the Airstream, you could have bought yourself another iPhone.
There you go. Sounds promising.
Very powerful. Hey, so look. So I use the Minerva, and it can actually connect to our user dashboard. I know that there are a couple of wallet connect issues. We're fixing it. So yeah, but anyway, if you use Minerva wallet, they have a wallet connect, and our dashboard support wallet connect, so you can connect Minerva with our user dashboard and send a stream. So try that out.
Yeah, that's the way also we kind of explain to everybody right now, to if they want to start a stream or test a stream, go to your dashboard, connect it with Wallet Connect. and send the stream. You can send it even within Minerva. So basically you're sending it from one account to the other account. You're just creating a second extra chain account, and then you're streaming from one account to the other account your MIVA tokens.
Sounds amazing. Cool. Any other questions? I know we are running a bit late, so we'll probably close the call soon. No questions? All right, so let me tell you what's coming next, and then we'll close the call. So as you can imagine, we have a lot of work on the table right now because we have north of 30 projects that are asking us support to build with Superfluid. So it's amazing type of reaction from the community so far. So what's coming next? Up next, we have the Scaling Ethereum Hackathon. So if you want to scale Ethereum or scale money with us, you can do so from tomorrow with ETH Global. You know, you have all the information on our Twitter and our blog post. After that, what we are focusing on at Superfluid is basically simplifying and enabling more development on top of the protocol. So we'll try to make our documentation better. We'll try to improve our code base and the way the code base is documented and accessible for you. We'll try to remove any possible bugs that is stopping you. We'll try to make the process of building super apps easier. We are now in the process of growing the team as well. So hopefully we have a bit more, workforce to help us to grow the protocol. So those are kind of the key highlights for the next months or so. Beside that, at the moment, we are basically just listening to what you guys are building. And the more we listen, the more we understand what the use cases that you want to build with Superfluid are. And then we will try to make those use cases easier to enable and develop. So that's our plan for the next month or so. And then we'll probably have a chance to chat again in 4 weeks' time on the next call. Any questions, doubts, ideas, suggestions? What are we not doing that we should be doing? All right, good. Okay, so guys, it was amazing to have you. I like to see the last reminders that are still in the call after an hour and 20 minutes. So have a great weekend, everybody. And it was a pleasure to have you today as well. See you at the next call. Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Guys, bye-bye.